Hello class, we're going to learn about evaluating expressions, and I'm going to give you a moment to make sure you have your headphones plugged in. If you're having trouble hearing, pause and make sure you can before you move on. Alright, so when we do videos for our classwork or homework, there are three parts. The first part is notes. So that part, your only job is to listen, pay attention, copy it down, remain an engaged thinker while you watch and copy. So we know that the expression 4n plus 3 means take a number, multiply it by 4, and then add 3. That's one way to think about that expression. So the n could be anything, right? But if it was 5, meaning if n equals 5, then the expression 4n plus 3 would equal 23, because 4 times 5 plus 3 is 23. This process of using one value to evaluate an expression is called evaluating an expression. It's when you replace the variable with a number and then calculate what it equals to. So you're going to try it next. So the second part of videos is always going to be examples. So in the examples, you copy it down, but then you're going to see at some point a little pause button show up, and that's your sign that you need to pause the video and try and solve it on your own. Once you think you have it solved accurately, or you're stumped and don't know what to do next, then you go ahead and keep watching and I'll show you how I solved it. So pause now. Okay, so now I'm going to solve. So if your work looks like mine, then you don't need to copy down my work. If you didn't know how to do it or you did it wrong, you should copy down my method so you have the accurate way as well. So the first thing I did was I replaced the n with the 15, because that's what I told you to do. I want to know what happens if n equals 15. And then I can just evaluate it like an order of operations problem. 3 times 15 is 45, minus 8 gives me 37. You should have had 37 for your final answer. Okay, let's try another example. Pause and continue when you're ready. All right, so you should have just finished trying to solve on your own. Now let's see how I did it. So the first thing I did was I took all the x's and I replaced them with 1s. So that gave me a 1 here and a 1 here. Then I evaluate using order of operations, which gives me 15. All right, here's our third example. So make sure you copy down the original problem, pause, solve it on your own, and then continue to play once you're done. So this example was a little bit different because there were 3 different variables, A, B, and C. So anytime there was an A, I put in a 1. Anytime there was a B, I put in a 0. Anytime there was a C, I put in a 5. So that gives me 4 times 0 is 0. That gives me a total of 5. All right, now we've reached the final part of the video. This is the problem set. So now there are 4 problems for you to try and solve totally on your own. So make sure to copy down the original problem, solve it, and then in class tomorrow we'll be correcting these in our groups, just like as if it were a homework assignment. So pause now, solve, and we'll be correcting them tomorrow.